Hi, beautiful creators. Welcome to Source Inspired Speaking. And right away, I'm going to apologize for my voice. I've got a little bit of a cold going on, but it's going to pass. Don't let it bother me. I'm not letting it bring me down. And so the show goes on. Today, we're going to talk about something very important, and it's choice. It's a choice of how we think, how we view our reality, how we go forward creating. It's a simple message that's so important that changes your whole life if you understand it and you put it into practice. So I'm not going to talk anymore. Just sit back, remove any distractions, enjoy this message, and I will talk to you after. Hello. Thank you for joining us here. Today we wish to speak to you about what it means to have a peaceful mind, how to achieve it, how it can help you in your life. Because when you are at peace in your mind, you'll find that the world around you is a more peaceful world. You'll find that things don't bother you quite as much, that you'll understand your place. Things will just feel right. See, so often your mind is buzzing around with thousands of conflicting thoughts coming in and out. Nothing really seems to make sense. You feel bombarded by all this imagery, by all these sounds, all these thoughts and emotions all around you. And when you feel like you're under attack like that, your body stays in a mode of stress, making it more likely for you to be ill or find pain or discomfort. If you can just find that peaceful mind and allow yourself to breathe, to experience the moment, you'll be in the same environments, but everything will feel different. Because a peaceful mind is a mind that is present. A peaceful mind is a mind that accepts things for as they are, not trying to judge it on the past or fit it into a box that it doesn't belong to. When you have a peaceful mind, you experience the moment of now without any judgment, without bringing any preconceived notions to it. It just exists. And you'll find that when you take the judgments off the moments, when you remove so much of your concepts that you've created throughout your lifetime, you'll find that the world is a peaceful place. So it's easy to say this when you're home alone in a place of meditation. But how do you bring that out into the world? How do you make it your go-to state? Well, first, it is important that you experience it on your own every so often. So meditation is a great way to do this. If you can just sit and allow yourself to be still, to feel the moment, to not necessarily be without thought, but to not dwell upon the thoughts that come in. Do not let the thought become your reality in that moment, but allow it to come in, observe it, and then refocus. Letting the thought move by just as quickly as it came in. It's not yours to hold on to. It only becomes your present moment if you stay there. If you choose to let it go, it will pass. And understand that this very concept applies whether you are meditating or not. You see, thoughts are always coming into you. And the more practiced you are on certain vibrations, on certain thoughts, the more likely you are to grasp onto them, to receive them, and to claim them as your own. So if you're someone who's always looking to be hurt, you'll find excuses to shift your reality so that somebody or something is hurting you. But you could very easily take the same reality that things don't bother you. And when the thought comes in from that moment of, am I hurt or am I not hurt? You say, I'm strong. This doesn't bother me. I don't care. I don't care what that person said. That's not who I am. I don't care what that person did. I can get past it. You get to choose the thought that creates the reality you desire. But it only becomes a choice if you practice allowing the moment to be. If you practice seeing that thought come in, understand that it's not the way you think. It's a thought pattern that exists within the consciousness of humanity. But within humanity, there are many choices and people that have chosen different routes. So just because you've practiced a certain way of reacting to things throughout your life doesn't mean that's how it's always going to be. You have a choice. But you have to allow yourself to see the choice in that moment. So the great thing about meditation is it allows you to see the thoughts coming in, and it allows you to let them move out, to dismiss it, to decide that's not how I think. See you later, and let it pass on through. Because if you can do this in meditation, if you can understand that you're not creating all the thoughts that you experience, you're receiving the thoughts and then focusing upon them, claiming them as your own. So during your day, as you go about and something happens, if you can see the thought come in, if you can see yourself reverting back, yeah, look at this person cut me off. They could have killed me. Just like I've experienced in the past, other people cut me off. That was dangerous. And I've heard things in the past of people getting cut off and causing accidents and people getting hurt. You can bring all of that other stuff to this moment that doesn't exist in the moment, because in that moment, you weren't in an accident. You were safe. So why bring all that stuff with you? All these thoughts, all these preconceived notions, and bring all the anger of what could have been to this moment now. Instead of just letting the moment pass. Say, whoa, that was a close call, I'm so lucky. Everything's okay. Both thoughts exist. Both are there waiting for you. You get to choose. But you have to see the choice. You have to be able to, in that moment, understand that you have a choice. So what we want you to do is every day in your life, when you wake up in the morning, remind yourself that you're going to see the choice, and practice it when things are easy. When someone comes up to you and says hi to you, and things are great, we want you to say to yourself, I have the choice to be happy. Or I could be really mad at this person for the tone they used when they said hi. It's a silly example, but it trains your mind to see the choice in every moment. Because we guarantee that if you do this in silly, easy moments, then when someone says something to you that really would normally bother you, you'll remember that silly moment of someone saying hi, and you'll remember, oh, I have a choice. Just because this is what they're saying to me doesn't mean that's my reality, that's theirs. And there's a whole bunch of stuff that they're bringing from their past to this moment. So they're not seeing this moment for what it truly is. But I've trained myself to see this moment and understand what it is. And therefore, I am not going to be bothered by it. I'm going to let them live in their reality, and I'm going to live in mine. And perhaps when they see the strength that you have, it might pull them out of that moment. When you don't react the way they expect, you're going to shift their reality in a way as well. But it starts with you. It starts with practice. It starts with understanding that thoughts are coming into us all the time. And that you have the choice to choose how you see this moment, how you react to it. And every day, if you just take one moment that would bother you and you turn it around, you have no idea how quickly your whole reality shifts. Your very personality, who you are, how you see yourself, changes. Because you're never the victim. You're only the victim when you choose to be the victim. And if you're still alive, it's a good day. Because if you're still alive, guess what? That means you can change things. Of course, death is a great thing too. But for this experience, for this moment, just be grateful to be alive, to have the choice, to choose to be strong or weak, to choose to be wise, to choose to be strong, to choose to be brave, to choose to go out on a limb, to choose to be different, to choose to be yourself. And that's really what this is about. When you free yourself from those old patterns, when you stop living in the past, when you start carrying all that junk forward to the present moment, you become free to experience this moment. You become free to express who you really choose to be. It doesn't matter who you were, how you expressed yourself before. That doesn't exist anymore. You carry that forward. Your concept of who you are, you're carrying forward every day, projecting that upon yourself and then viewing the world through that false image. Who you were a second ago isn't who you are now. It's a different moment. The energy that makes you up is different. The cells in your body that make you up are different. They're moving, everything's shifting and changing. In this moment, you are free to be exactly who you choose to be, without worrying about the past, without carrying forth that old concept. Leave your baggage behind. The longer you carry it, the heavier it gets. Choose to put it down. Choose to see the moment for what it really is. And then choose to see yourself as you really are. Powerful, beautiful creator, free in this moment to express yourself in any way you desire. That is God's gift to you. Freedom. Freedom to choose. So do you choose to see God's beautiful world through distorted lenses of all the crap that you've carried with you throughout your whole life, peering through all the baggage that you've brought forward? Or do you just drop it and keep moving forward and see all the opportunities coming to you? See the glory of the world that God has created with you. And understand that you always have a choice. And that choice begins right here with the thoughts that you choose to focus upon, the thoughts that you choose to use to express who you are. So don't grasp onto old thoughts, and you'll find that new thoughts that you didn't even know were possibilities will start coming in, and your whole world will change. So thank you for joining us. We hope that you use these tools to free yourself to move forward, to see the world as it truly is, so that you can really express yourself as the beautiful creator that you are. I thank you all for being here, and know that you are eternally loved in every moment, always. So it's really important to remember. It's a really great message to help you understand that, the thoughts that come into your head aren't who you are. They're just the thoughts that you've trained yourself to receive. And that as in our life, as we move forward, we train ourselves to see things certain ways. So then when they happen, those are the thoughts we latch onto. It's not that there's not a choice there always is. But it's so easy to find that thought that you've grabbed onto before, because it helps you reinforce that past that you believed in, that old concept you had of who you were, of your life experiences. So often we use the present moment to reinforce the past that we don't really like. What a silly thing to do when you can change it, when you can choose a different thought, and then all those things that you've carried forward, all that crap from the past, all of a sudden you're proving it wrong instead of proving it right, and it all just comes down to what you choose in the moment. All of a sudden you can choose to free yourself by seeing things differently and realizing, oh my God, I thought I was under attack all this time in the past, and guess what? I wasn't. I just choose to be the victim. I chose to have a bad experience, and then I kept reinforcing it over and over as I went through my life. Don't do that. Let the past be the past. Leave it there. Don't keep carrying it forward. Choose something that fits you better for who you are now. You're not the same person anymore. You're not the same person as you were 5 years ago. So why do you still view things the same way? Stop. Allow yourself the freedom to move forward. And you'll find a joy and happiness and peace in this world that you never knew existed. So I want to thank you all for joining me today. If you liked what you saw, please subscribe, hit the bell to make sure you get notified of all the new messages. If you could love that like button for me, it really helps me out. With that, go forth, beautiful creators, and choose the life that you really want to experience, because you always have that choice. Thanks for choosing to join me. I love you all, and I'll see you next time.